Hey everyone! Welcome back to today's episode of Great English Podcast. I'm really excited because today we're diving into some essential English phrases that native speakers use all the time. Learning these phrases is super important because they'll help you sound more natural and fluent when you speak English. If you master these, your English will sound fantastic. Let's get started. The first phrase we're looking at today is "What's up?" Native speakers use this phrase as a casual greeting to ask how someone is or what they are doing. It's very informal and commonly used among friends.
For example, "Hey Sarah, what's up?"
You can use this phrase when you meet a friend, or even when you start a conversation with someone you know well. It's a great way to show you're interested in their well-being. Next up, we have "Take care." This phrase is used as a way to say goodbye and show that you care about the other person's well-being.
For example, "It was great seeing you. Take care."
You can use this phrase at the end of a conversation, whether it's in person or over the phone. It adds a personal touch to your farewell. Another common phrase is "no problem." Native speakers use this phrase to say that something is not an inconvenience, or to respond to a thank you.
For example, "Thank you for helping me with my project. No problem."
It's a polite and friendly way to acknowledge someone's gratitude. You can also use it to reassure someone that their request wasn't a bother. The next phrase is "Could you give me a hand?" This is a polite way to ask someone for help with something.
For example, "Could you give me a hand with these boxes?"
Use this phrase when you need assistance and want to ask someone nicely. It's a very polite and effective way to request help. We also have "I'll keep you posted." Native speakers use this phrase to promise that they will provide updates or information in the future.
For example, "I'm not sure about the meeting time yet, but I'll keep you posted."
This phrase is useful in both professional and personal contexts. It's a way to show that you will keep someone informed as new information becomes available. Another useful phrase is "That sounds great." This is used to express agreement or enthusiasm about a suggestion or idea.
For example, "How about we go to the beach this weekend? That sounds great."
It's a positive and encouraging response to someone's proposal. It shows that you are excited about the idea. Next, we have "It's up to you." This phrase is used to give someone the freedom to make a decision.
For example, "Where do you want to go for dinner? It's up to you."
It's a way to show that you are flexible and willing to go along with the other person's choice. It's a great way to show consideration for others' preferences. The phrase "I'm not sure" is very common and is used when you don't know the answer to something or need more time to think.
For example, "Do you know if the store is open today? I'm not sure."
It's a polite way to express uncertainty. It shows honesty and a willingness to find out more information if needed. Another important phrase is "Can you clarify?" Use this when you need more information or need someone to explain something more clearly.
For example, "I didn't understand the instructions. Can you clarify?"
It's a great way to ensure you have all the details you need. Asking for clarification shows that you are engaged and want to do things correctly. Next we have "It's been a while." This phrase is used when you meet someone you haven't seen in a long time.
For example, "Hi Tom, it's been a while. How have you been?"
It's a friendly way to acknowledge that a lot of time has passed since you last saw someone. It can help rekindle old connections and show that you remember the other person. Let's move on to another useful phrase, "What's the plan?" Native speakers use this phrase to ask about the schedule or what will happen next.
For example, "We're here early. What's the plan?"
You can use this phrase in both casual and formal settings to inquire about the next steps or the agenda. Another common phrase is "sounds good to me." This is used to agree with a suggestion or plan.
For example, "Shall we meet at 3 p.m? It sounds good to me."
This phrase shows that you are on board with what someone else has suggested. It's positive and agreeable. Next, we have I've got your back. This phrase is used to show support and reassurance.
For example, don't worry about the presentation. I've got your back.
It's a great way to let someone know that you will support them, especially in challenging situations. Another encouraging phrase is keep it up. Native speakers use this to motivate someone to continue their good work.
For example, your work has been excellent so far. Keep it up.
It's a great way to provide positive reinforcement and encourage ongoing effort. We also have I'm looking forward to it. This phrase is used to express excitement or anticipation for something in the future.
For example, the concert is next week. I'm looking forward to it.
It's a positive and enthusiastic way to talk about future events. It shows that you are excited and optimistic. Another useful phrase is that makes sense. This is used to show that you understand and agree with what someone has said.
For example, we should leave early to avoid traffic. That makes sense.
It's a way to show that you comprehend the logic behind someone's suggestion or explanation. Next, we have I've got a lot on my plate. Native speakers use this phrase to indicate that they are very busy.
For example, I can't take on another project right now. I've got a lot on my plate.
It's a metaphorical way to express being overwhelmed with tasks and responsibilities. Another common phrase is let's call it a day. This is used to suggest stopping work for the day.
For example, we've done a lot of work. Let's call it a day.
It's a great way to signal the end of a work session or day, acknowledging that it's time to rest. We also have I'm not feeling well. Native speakers use this phrase to indicate that they are sick or unwell.
For example, I'm not feeling well today. I think I'll stay home.
It's a straightforward way to communicate that you are not in good health. Next one we have I'll be right there. This phrase is used to tell someone that you will join them shortly.
For example, can you come to the meeting room? I'll be right there.
It's a prompt way to assure someone that you will arrive soon. Another phrase is I'm all ears. This means that you are ready and eager to listen to someone.
For example, you have something to tell me. I'm all ears.
It's a welcoming phrase that shows you are attentive and interested. Next, you nailed it is a phrase used to praise someone for doing something perfectly.
For example, your presentation was amazing. You nailed it.
It's an enthusiastic way to compliment someone on their success. Finally, we have let the cat out of the bag. This means to reveal a secret or surprise.
For example, we were planning a surprise party, but John let the cat out of the bag.
It's a fun way to talk about someone accidentally sharing a secret. That's it for today's episode. I hope you found these phrases useful. Remember, practicing these will help you sound more natural and confident in English. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe to Great English Podcast for more content like this. See you in the next one.